Real Vibe with your girl Antoinette. We apologize a few minutes ago when the live went off, but I cannot apologize about it. Yeah, so good evening to each and everyone. Welcome to Real Talk Real Vibe. This is your girl Antoinette. I hope everybody week been good. I hope everybody have a good weekend. We haven't been on live for these past days. We apologize for any inconvenience. So we're happy to be here tonight over on this live tonight. So good evening, each and every one. This is Real Talk Real Vibe with your girl Antoinette. And you know, we usually come over here. Good evening, Dr. Love. We always come over here and have a beautiful topic, people. So we have a beautiful topic. We would like to inspire someone tonight. So please join me on Real Talk Real Vibe with your girl Antoinette. Dr. Love is going to be on this live, and hopefully we can have more people on this live. So people, as I said, I'm happy to be here on this live, and this is going to be a beautiful discussion. So please join me on this live. The topic is, are you facing with challenging situation, and do you refuse to get help? Are you facing with challenging situation, and do you refuse to get help? You know, a lot of time in our life, we face with so much different situation, and, you know, we refuse of getting the help that we need. But we would like to say tonight that in every situation, you know, in every problem, you know, there is a solution. So tonight, if you could join me on Real Talk Real Vibe, and let us see if we can find some solution for those problems that you're facing with. So welcome to each and every one and Real Talk Real Vibe. This is your girl Antoinette, and Dr. Love is going to be on this live. So let's see if we can join Dr. Love on this live tonight. So Dr. Love, welcome.
Oh,
Looking beautiful, beautiful as ever.
very, very fabulous
Beautiful,
people. Yes,
beautiful
you're
as
looking
ever, Dr.
beautiful as
Love.
well, sister.
A while ago,
Hey,
the live, I tried to set it up, and because I forgot to ask Nathaniel to set it up, and then it just go off like that. I don't even know his,
yeah,
you
I was
know.
wondering if it's my phone or what is going on.
No, it's not your phone. It's you know, sometimes, you know, the topic, this relates to the topic, how you're facing with challenging situation. So this was one of the
Definitely.
challenges is that I faced a few minutes ago because the live just go off. And yeah, so
Mm,
yes, Dr. Love. So we have a beautiful topic over here. And you know, I was saying that a lot of people is going through a lot of things happen in their life. It can be
mhm.
the challenges situation can be your health. It can be financially. You need to get like that financially help, and you don't know where how to go about it. Maybe have to do with your, you know, your physical health as well, and you don't know where to start, or you're scared of getting the help that you need because you're scared of getting an answer that you don't really want to get. So tonight we
Uh,
over here, the topic is people. The topic is, are you faced with challenging situation, and do you refuse to get help? Are you faced with challenging situation, and do you refuse to get help? You refuse to get
yeah,
help.
so yes, people, come over and let's talk. Pull up a chair, just join near. Real Talk Real Vibes is here. On Real Talk Real Vibes, we talk about real problem, and we have real people in here. And we try to come up with better solution.
Definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
You know, sometimes it's not sickness either, you know, sometimes it's something in your life that you need, something you desire, like a change. But many times it takes so long that you think to yourself that will this ever happen? You
Mm.
understand me? One would say, well, you have to try, but you can try so many times. But if that's not the time when it should happen, you will still have to wait. And so many times in life is not try. But as I always come on the show and say, what I realize even in praying, when you ask God for something and maybe in the situation that you're in, or you're not in the right space here,
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna take it up and give it to you like that because he know that if he give it to you, it's not gonna serve the right purpose that it should if you get it on that time. Because many times you ask the thing, but you to yourself don't even think to yourself, am I really ready for what I ask? Because many of us do it. Yes, because even going into relationship, how
Yeah.
many of us really think that are we ready mentally, physically, all of the alleys? Are we ready for this relationship that we are so much desiring and dreaming about or talking about?
Yeah.
Because in all that, you're gonna have moments that come up where it shock you. You would never believe that this can happen or I suffer so long. But I'm still going through. But I
Welcome.
realize in life, welcome, darling. I
Welcome.
realize in life, I was at church yesterday, and there was this passage in the Bible, Romans chapter 8. Uh, no, yeah, the suffering, you see, what I realize about the suffering more time that we go through in life is to shape us in the way that we should, to see the longevity in us, our resistance towards a lot of things that will come up, how we will be able to handle ourselves in any given time when situation. Because, oh, whatever happened in your life, you're not gonna know that it's gonna happen. You're not gonna get. There's not a red light that come on and to say, oh, danger, or a specific light to say, oh, sickness will come upon you.
Yeah.
No, when it come, you see, yes, it is heart rending. Sometimes you feel like you just want to pass out. Everything where you have to think about and some of them you have to live eternally with it. But in all of that, people just want you to know this. There's one thing, even if you have to, they tell you that you have to live with something for the rest of your life. One person that can change that
Yeah,
aspect,
definitely.
and it is God.
Yeah,
Understand?
definitely.
Is
Definitely.
when He said, well, this is it. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's the time I will say, you know what? Yeah, the well worrying. That's when it will start. When God tell me that there is no help for me, but me
True.
know that will never happen. Yes,
True, definitely.
because it just you see in everything you have to have faith.
Yeah,
Every
with
single
fear,
thing. If
definitely.
you in a business, whatever you got, even a wrongdoing, yes, this
Mm-hmm.
is real talk, real vibes, and we're gonna talk real. Yeah, because if you plan something when you know say not too good enough, but you still in your little mind, a prepare for it, and all of the little avenue you try to, yeah, come up with solution. So you see, what is that? Faith. Faith say if you do it wrong, but me I'll get to where with what me do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, faith using everything. So if you walk in that faith and believe in God and tell yourself, say, I will overcome and cross over, that I can stand up and live to give a testimony about what I have been through. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy, but I cross over because I never
Yeah.
give up and die. Just look at Job. Yeah, God know about his faith that he have in him. But guess what? He allowed the devil to prove the devil wrong that I still have somebody that can stand up for me. It doesn't matter what he or she is going through. Yes. So, and all the time I come over here and I said, if you give mercy, mercy will locate you. See, this is a topic about
Mm-hmm.
the uncertainty in life. You never know. The other day I even was talking to you, sister, and I said, many times when I come and I teach you about self, I can tell you all about self because I learn it. I may learn it the hard way and find it, but I can tell you, if you don't have the experience, how can you talk about something?
Yeah.
Yes. So many of us been through so much paradise and spend so much money and buy all the bling and you name it. But there's one paradise you haven't been, which is yourself. And that inner self that you put aside and you guys wrestle many times. You see, when these uncertainty time come, that's the time when you need that yourself the most, because in that time you can be in coma, whatever it may be. Who you think is fighting with you? Because
Mm-hmm.
when your inner self give up on you, people, let me tell you this. When your inner self give up, that's where when your body feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
true.
you see, when
It's
I
true.
tell you that, get in contact with yourself. I'm talking about your soul, love. I'm talking about your spirit. That's the one who's gonna follow you till eternity. If oh, when in here you are you gonna die? Are you here say you're gonna die? Who you think is gonna follow you? Only you will follow you. Nobody else will follow you. Yes. So if you can be at one with you, how are you gonna fight big sickness? How are you gonna fight big sorrow, big problem that come up in your life? Who's gonna fight with you? Yes, somebody can pray with you and come and encourage you, but guess what? The main one that to fight with you, which is you, to make you see and can to fight the great fight and recover. You
It's
don't wanna
yourself.
have connection with
Yeah.
yourself. How it's gonna
You,
happen? That's the reason why
you
so
have
many
to.
people lost.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to, Dr. Love, because I remember there's a time when I wasn't well, and when I was during the time I was in the hospital, it's like, I can hear everybody around me, but the only thing is that I'm only saying within myself, the Lord, don't let me die because, I have my kids, I have my life, and
Definitely.
when I think when you sick in a certain stage in your life, when you reach at that stage, you don't
Mm,
even thinking about anything else.
no.
People would say, "Oh yes, I sick," but at the end of the day, I was thinking about my family. If you're really, truly, really, really, really sick, the more things that you're thinking about is your own self.
Yeah.
You're thinking about your own self.
And that's the
You
time
understand
when
me?
you start to want to have connection, and that's the
Yes,
time when the recover get worse to come, because guess what? It's a big fight, because the connection is harder to connect when you're in that state.
and that's the
It,
reason why
it
that's the reason
yeah,
why
yeah.
Dr. Love, even the Bible say, you know what? He said, don't wait until the time when you're sick to pray.
Uh,
Always pray, because the more time that you pray, it's like you're building like it's like a pot and an empty pot, and each time you pray, the the,
yeah, you're
the, the
building
prayer is
protein,
the
you're
prayer is
building
going inside
covering.
of it. The prayer is going
Yes,
inside of it. So you're building
yes,
up all
building up.
those prayer, you know,
Mm.
those faith. And so when you become sick, because to be honest,
It
when you
become
become
a
sick, it doesn't
shield.
matter if you're a pastor, it doesn't matter if you're a member of the church
It
or
doesn't
if you're
matter
not Christian,
if even the
you
Pope
know?
himself.
Yeah.
You
When you
understand me?
thinking
To show you. Yeah.
when when you're sick, you're not gonna be able to pray. You may be utter something in your mind, but
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna be able to
No.
pray. It doesn't matter
The focus is
um
on
how
surviving.
focused your hands or how really
Yes.
best your hands, you
No,
won't
it's
be
on
able,
surviving.
or to pray. The more thing you're thinking about, is for just got to spare your life to make you live to see another day. Sometimes you don't
and
even sometimes you don't even because if a person even in a coma or something like that, sometimes they don't even have the chance even to think about anything because
you're not focusing
you
on
know
anything.
you're
You
not
don't even
focusing on
remember
nothing.
about
You're
who
just
you
there
leave
lying
behind.
down,
No,
and
you don't remember who we leave behind, You're focusing, and sometimes that's the only time God can even get close to you. And you will come back and you will talk of vision that you got. Because what? You're transcend to somewhere else.
yeah.
That's your spirit that bring you to the point where you should have been. Not to say that you're supposed to be in the coma, but at that point in your life where you're supposed to be, your spirituality. Understand me? So a lot of people when they hear talk about spirituality, they think it's some type of soothsayer or some of them. No, listen. Everybody have a spirit, and your spirit, that's the only thing can allow you to connect to God. Because
Yeah.
if God is a spirit, he that worship him should worship him in spirit and in truth. How are you gonna worship a physical God when you have a spiritual God? Explain that. That can never
Mhm.
happen.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
darling. Yes. So you have to worship
thank you,
in
Ronald.
spirit
Morning.
and in truth.
Definitely, definitely. Because,
Welcome,
you know,
cause
I'm
yeah,
saying as
yeah.
well tonight, Dr. Love, that I know a lot of people that they sick, they're going through sickness, but there's a part in within those time before
Mhm.
it become worse, they could have get the help that they need, but
Mhm.
they a lot of people ignore the way how they felt. So you may
Yeah.
be going through certain pain and you ignored it and you
You
ignore it
think you
and
can
every
like take
day.
a pill and just leave it there and it will feel better? No. You need
Yeah,
to go and check up. Not only go and check up, but when you go and check up, go back to find out about your result.
that's the
Yes.
thing. Yeah, a
It is
lot of
good to
people.
know about where you stand in life. You can't be just going every day and you don't know where you're going. By the time you realize and you look around, you don't even know where you are. Does that make sense? No. So, wisdom, sister, a bigger knowledge and understanding, it govern everything. And
And
this is the reason why God don't indulge in fear. We're not supposed to be even talk about fear now. Do you know that we were built to be fearless? We were just built a small amount margin from the angel in heaven. So you see how powerful human being is. Why do you think we can destroy so much things? Because we're powerful. Yes, sister, we can make and break. Because a lot of wisdom make we make a lot of things. Wisdom let we destroy so many things. And life in the process too. So we are forced to reckon with, and many of us become so afraid and frightened that you lost yourself and you don't even remember that you are powerful within.
yeah,
Your
because
mind
you know,
itself is
it is
powerful.
true. It is true, Dr. Love, because you can be faced with like a small health issue. And because of being frightful of, the outcome, you maybe don't even go back to the doctor for or the GP for the result.
And it get
And,
worse.
and if you didn't make sure you go for those results or go for those checkup, yearly
Hmm.
checkup, or, if a 6-month checkup, a lot of these illnesses it could have, I'm not saying that you wouldn't it could have completely stopped, but it there could be
It could have been
medicine that
better.
you
They
can
would have
take.
lived
Yeah,
to,
you can,
yeah.
there would be preventative measures you could have take to, not to be in that situation, because
Hmm.
people tend to don't want to really go to the doctor, or don't, or because if they go to the doctor they think that it's like their whole life is,
They're gonna
is
die.
put at the
The
side.
most,
You understand me?
the biggest thing and the stigma, this thing about doctor. Once you think if you go there, you're just gonna get worse and die. That's the mentality. And it is not a good thing to do. If you know there is something, I'm not saying say if you're going through and nothing you're not feeling, everything you feel to yourself that you're fit. Well, do whatever you're doing and take good care of yourself continuous. But we are saying is if you are there, and this is why I say you have to try to know yourself that anytime any change is happening in your body, you know that there is something wrong. I am not feeling the way I used to feel. So let me go and check and find out what is wrong. People, you cannot see inside of you. You understand me? And this is why I have this thing about careful of what you're eating. You can't put your hand down your stomach and take out whatever you eat. You understand me? So if you cannot do that, and you can't see it like how you look in a mirror, you cannot see it. You only can see the outside, but your inside you responsible for the inside also with you. So two of you supposed to work as one. So there are many times we feel in ourselves that um you know, I'm not feeling well, but you ignore it. You can literally hear yourself telling you that something wrong, or you have something inside of you and it's showing us lot of sign. What it is
Yeah,
doing
a
is
lot of it's true.
fighting
True, that's a lot.
itself
True,
because
true.
your inner self do not want it, and it's trying to let your outer self know that listen, I cannot go there unless you are with me, so let's go and get rid of this thing. It's not doing us good. And many people sit down and refuse to realize that both of you have to work together. If the inner self start to fight against anything that is inside you, run.
Hmm.
Go and get rid of it because it is showing you that there is something big is gonna come and hit you where we don't know how we're gonna recover this. So these are the signs. So it's
Hmm.
two work as one. So that's why it become you, and that's why you're special. That's why I come again here and I said you are special because you are you, and you can only be you. Nobody cannot be you. So everybody have their own self who work with them, work with you, within you, and it can make you know what's inside, what's going on, cause it sends signals, make you know, and it connect to your brain, and it start to make you know that listen. How do you know when pain? Okay, there's this thing just come up in my spirit. Like a lot of people, when I talk about faith, right? This is a question that just come in my mind. Let me say, yeah, we talk about faith, but then one would say, but you can't see it. So how are you just gonna believe in something that you're gonna not gonna see? But listen, what this question I'm gonna ask: when you're feeling your pain, can you see your pain?
Hmm.
Can any of you see this pain that you're feeling? Never.
Definitely not.
But does it mean the pain is not